I thought this was a joke. I thought this was a prank, but it's real. Mr. Miyagi on Broadway, Karate Kid musical in the works. What the frick? I am hype. I am so, oh my god, this is so, okay, when I heard about this, I did not think it was real, but it's everywhere. It's real. It's real. It's on the Los Angeles Times. There's a bunch of articles on it. It's real. And the reason I didn't think it was real is not because I didn't want it to happen. It's because, like, it's something that I just would have never expected. And it's, like, so much of what I would have wanted, which I just didn't think they would ever do. Like, I never, like, really thought, oh, like, they should make a Karate Kid musical. But, like, if I ever I just never had that idea. But if I did have that idea, I would say yes. Because I love musicals. I love High School Musical. I love, like, all those movie musicals. And I just love musicals. And some Broadway shows. But I like musicals. I like music. I like all that. And I love Karate Kid. And, oh my god, I'm so hyped for this. This is the greatest news to ever happen. Like, right before season 3 drops, this is mind-blowing. I am so hyped. I've never been as hyped for a Broadway show since the SpongeBob Broadway show, which I still haven't seen, but I was pretty hyped for that, and I hope I can see it someday. But this is amazing. This is amazing. We are getting a Karate Kid musical. How are they going to do that? Like, we're going to have the Cobra Kai's, like, Kreese is going to be singing. We're going to get Daniel, like, what are they going to sing? It's like, oh my god, I love music, and, like, Karate Kid music, like, would be amazing. Like, oh my god, this is everything I could have dreamed of. And maybe you guys are just, like, Karate Kid fans or Cobra Kai fans. You're not really into musicals. But if you are into musicals, then this is, like, jackpot for us musical fans. So let's read this article. It comes from the LA Times. Broadway may be the next battleground for the Karate Kid, which is being developed into a stage musical. Robert Mark Kamen, who wrote the semi-autobiographical screenplay of the 1984 movie, plus its 2 immediate sequels, has written the musical's book. That's awesome. That is awesome. So not only are we getting a Karate Kid musical, but we're getting it from the person who wrote the screenplay of the Karate Kid. It's not just like a random person putting like messing around with it. It's not like Disney Star Wars where you have these writers messing with George Lucas's creations. No, you have the people who actually worked on the original movie working on this. Though the franchise has since grown to span 5 films, an animated television show, and the YouTube premium series Cobra Kai, and I did not know they had an animated television show. I literally had to stop this video when I read that part because I did a whole like research, and it turns out there's an animated show which I have to watch. I don't know how I'm gonna watch that, but like I don't know where you could watch it on, but there's an animated Karate Kid show. I had no idea, so I gotta watch that because I need me some more Karate Kid content. The stage show will stick to the story of the original movie, which kickstarted Ralph Macchio's career and earned Noriyuki Pat Morita an Oscar nomination. I never dreamed that this movie would have the life that it's had, Kamen told the Times. When I first wrote this, I thought it was just going to be a nice little movie that might do a $30 million at the box office and then leave. Then the first film came out and it became a phenomenon. And then the sequel came out and did more than the first movie did. I couldn't believe it. Even now, whenever I hear parents or grandparents are watching it with their young kids, it's very heartwarming. And you know, that's the impact that Karate Kid has had, and Cobra Kai is furthering it. You know, those movies will stay with us forever. But the fact that you have Cobra Kai, like, if it weren't for Cobra Kai, I would not be into this. Like, that's why Cobra Kai is so special, because sure, you're going to have the Karate Kid that makes a long-lasting impact forever, but you don't really have all those parents showing their kids the Karate Kid. My parents didn't show me the Karate Kid. I discovered Cobra Kai when it came out. Then I went back and saw The Karate Kid. They just never really were into The Karate Kid that much, which, like, I don't know if they're, like, actually human, because that's not really possible, but, okay. Eamon Miyamoto, who made history in 2004 as the first Japanese director on Broadway with his 4-time Tony-nominated staging of Pacific Overtures, will direct the new musical with music and lyrics by, Drew, that's my name, Drew Gasperni, and choreography by Keone and Mari Madrid. Derek McLean will design the sets. I'm so excited for the songs. Like, that's the main thing. Like, oh my god. Like, we're gonna get, like Broadway style. Like, I love cheesy stuff. When it's good, you know? If it's not good, then it's not good. If it's, like, funny cheesy, then I like it. So, I would imagine you have, like Daniel, you have Kreese, like, on stage or something, or Daniel, whoever. But, like, if you have Kreese, imagine he's, like, I'm trying to think of a Broadway song to I'm gonna kick Daniel's butt in the All Valley tournament. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know. That's what I hear. Or Miyagi's like, Wicked. You have Popular. So Miyagi be like, you gotta train. You have to focus and find balance. Alright, I know this is really cringy right now, but I'm just saying, like, I can't wait for, like, what kind of lyrics they put on it, what kind of, like, melodies, like, the songs. I just can't wait for the songs. So, yeah. And I actually had the idea of doing, not, like, a Karate Kid musical, but of, like, putting, like, a little music thing, doing a little music parody with, Cobra Kai, and, like, kind of, like, taking one of the songs written by Leo Bernberg and Zach Robinson, one of their, like, instrumental songs, putting lyrics to it and having, like, and making a video as the cast, like, actually singing that song. I thought that would be fun. I don't know when I'm gonna do that, but it was just an idea I had because I love music. So I had this idea even before they even announced this musical, but I'm sure they had this musical in the works. I'm not saying they copied me. I'm just saying I had a similar idea. So the fact that they're actually doing this, I'm so excited. And I live by New York City, so I can't wait. Like, I'll, like, go down there. I'll, like, visit, and I'll watch this thing. Like, oh my god. I was inspired to do a stage adaptation of The Karate Kid because it tells a story we need in this ongoing age of division. Yeah. As our society becomes increasingly globalized, said Miyamoto in a statement. The sweet contradiction of The Karate Kid is that the real nature of karate is, as the show says, not for attack, not to hurt, not to win, but to let opposing energies play out and come in grace to a conclusion that allows dignity and respect for all. Wow. This is what you need. This is what you need. Mr. Amon Miyamoto, who the Japanese director for who is doing this, he didn't work on the original movie. So why should I think that he cares about Karate Kid? Maybe he's just doing this because it's another job. No. If you read this shows that he's a fan and that he wants to tell the story and that he has a purpose for telling it. So I love that. I respect that. He understands what the Karate Kid's about. So that's perfect. That's what you need. And if you have people who are fans and who, like, appreciate the story and want to tell the story that are making this, it will be amazing no matter what. Released by Columbia Pictures, The Karate Kid centers on a teenage boy named Daniel, played by Machio, who upon moving from New Jersey to Los Angeles gets bullied at his new school. Kasuke Miyagi, played by Marita, agrees to teach him karate, plus important lessons in discipline and self-confidence. Pat Morita left and Ralph Macchio starred in 3 Karate Kid films throughout the 1980s. Yep, there they are. That's Ralph Macchio and that's Pat Morita. No, I'm just kidding. It's the other way around. And I think Pat Morita would be very, very, very happy about where we are. We have Cobra Kai. We have this musical. So even though he is passed away, his legacy, he's left with these movies, he's left a huge legacy that will live on forever. And because of the character that he played, he will be teaching and spreading these lessons about self-confidence and discipline, all these things to the new generation, including me. Because this Karate Kid, the whole franchise, the whole world, the Karate Kid universe has really taught me a lot about myself. I've started being more confident in myself. I've started working harder on the things that I want to do in life. I started training, going to the gym more to just, I even do some balance, some karates. Even though I don't really do karate, I pretend I do, and I sometimes I do this, and that's because of him. It's had an impact on my life. So that's because of this whole franchise. So the movie was a surprise hit of summer 1984, grossing $90 million worldwide, and it's widely credited with popularized, I can't talk, karate in the United States. I could see why, because I was going to take karate lessons. I didn't. Maybe I still will, but I don't know. I'd rather do it in my backyard, just I got all the moves. So 2 sequels continued the adventures of Morita and Machio. A 4th installment saw Morita's character training another troubled teen played by Hilary Swank. A China set 2010 reboot starred Jackie Chan as a coach to Jaden Smith, which I'm going to do reviews about each movie. I think that's important, including the reboot, because I don't think the reboot was horrible. I really enjoyed it, and I don't think it was a reboot. I think it was just another universe, Even though it was the same exact story and it won't beat the originals, I think it was still an enjoyable modern day film. But it won't beat the originals. But it was just I don't know. It was whatever. Kamen has been working on the musical's book for a year and a half. Wow. And they just released this they just announced this last week. So that's insane. I didn't know what to expect. I was never a big musical theater person. I'm basically a feature film writer forever. But this is the most collaborative thing I've ever done, and I've had the best time, he said in a call from Northern California. The combination of the story with the movement and the music unlocks all these things you can do on stage that you can't do with the camera. When Eamon described the concept for the final fight scene that's so theatrical and energetic and mesmerizing, it blew my mind. Oh my... This gets me so excited. Oh my god. That's so cool. That's so cool. This is what I want. This is everything I want. Oh my... I never really said, hey, they should make a Karate Kid musical, because I just never really thought about that. I do, however, want music in the Karate Kid. For Cobra Kai, I always said, I want Daniel and Johnny to do karaoke at a karaoke bar. I know that's a stretch. I know it sounds cheesy, but it's just something I want. So if they ever do that, then I called it. But point is, I love the music. My favorite scenes in Cobra Kai and Karate Kid are the music scenes. When Johnny's in the car listening to Head Games while he's recalling all his thoughts about his past. That's probably one of the best. I would say that's the best scene of Cobra Kai. I'm not even kidding. I think that may be the best scene of Cobra Kai. I just love that scene. That might be my favorite scene of Cobra Kai. And I know that's what? Wouldn't your favorite scene be something epic? When Miguel fights the bullies, which that's another one of my favorite scenes. Or Miguel's training, which I love that one actually too. Or Daniel putting on the gi again. And or the final fight between Robbie and Miguel, where, spoiler alert, Robbie kicked Miguel off the balcony. Yes, I love those scenes, but I feel emotionally and energetically and all that, the head games, the music, and when Johnny, in episode 1, it was back in episode 1, that whole episode, I love that episode. But yeah. Though casting has not been finalized, Kamen reassures that culturally authentic casting is a top priority for the musical, produced by a Japanese conglomerate, Kinoshita Group and Gorgeous Entertainment's Kumiko Yoshi and Michael Walk. I'm sorry. Everybody thinks it's Daniel's story, but it's really Daniel's story as told through Mr. Miyagi as he watches the boy grow up, said Kamen. As you want. He was always the most important character to me. He represents who we all want in our lives, a kind and gentle father figure who has the answer to everything. You can't have Mr. Miyagi being played by a white guy. He has to be an Asian actor. Huh? Oh, so they're gonna they're not gonna get, okay. I mean, I don't really see how that matters, but I guess it would be more believable, you know, Mr. Miyagi is Asian, so if you didn't have an Asian actor, I guess it would be kind of, huh? But I mean, I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know. That last sentence was kind of weird. It's like, he has to be an Asian actor. I mean, you could just make him an Asian actor. You don't have to be like, he has, I don't know. You can't have Mr. Miyagi being played by a white guy. Like, that's just kind of weird, like, to say that. It's like, I don't know. It's like, it's kind of like, okay, like, we kind of thought Mr. Miyagi would be Asian. I don't know. I don't really know. That was kind of a weird sentence to put. He represents all, and it's like kind of the sentence before makes it seem like white guys aren't, like, I know this isn't what he's trying to imply, but it was just kind of a weird putted statement. He represents who we all want in our lives, a kind and gentle father figure who has the answer to everything. You can't have Mr. Miyagi being played by a white guy. So it kind of sounds like, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's just weird wording. But do we have any comments here? No. Okay. Well, so what do I think about this? You guys already know what I think about this. I am hyped. I am hyped. Now, I don't know when this is going to be released. It probably won't be for a while because they're saying it's in the works. They're not saying like, oh, it's coming out. It's like, it's in the works. They said they haven't even casted the people yet. So, I'm pretty sure, you know, they have to cast the cast. I'm sure they're still working on the songs. I'm sure all the songs aren't finalized. Then once they have the cast, they have to kind of adjust the songs. Because when you have a cast, you have to like kind of see what songs, the tones, the pitch, if it's good and all that. I don't know. You have to practice. You have to make a set. You have to sketch. It's a whole thing. So it's like, it's in the works. So I don't know when this is coming out. It might not be until next year. It might not be until 2 years. I don't know. I want it to come out now, but I have no idea. I'm sure we will get more announcements about this soon, but I'm so excited. So what do you guys think about this? Are you excited? Do you not care at all? I mean, if you love musicals, and you're here obviously because you love Karate Kid, I think this is the greatest announcement ever, because like this I feel like will only further like make it better. Like, I mean, there are some things that if you do a certain thing to it, like for example, like I'm gonna go back to Star Wars, or even Cobra Kai. Let's go to Cobra Kai. If Cobra Kai was a bad show, it would have probably made the Karate Kid. I wouldn't say it would ruin it, but I would say it would kind of like be like, ugh, like just say like Johnny was this like washed up guy and he just like died or whatever. It's like you're watching Karate Kid and then it's like, what? Like it's like in 40 years from now he's just gonna be washed up and dead. Or like Daniel. You know how Daniel's a good guy? What if like Daniel's just a bad guy in Cobra Kai and then he just dies? Or you know, like then you're gonna go back and watch Karate Kid and be like, this is hard to enjoy because I already know what's gonna happen, and it's like in 40 years they're dead and whatever. I don't know, but with this, I feel like this musical will not like ruin it. I feel like even if it's a trash musical, nothing could ever ruin the original Karate Kid movie. And it's not like this is a sequel. This is a parody of it in a way. But I really don't think it'll be like a parody. I really think it'll be like heartwarming and fun. And if you like Cobra Kai, like Cobra Kai is a lot more like fun and energetic and lighthearted than Karate Kid. Like, because there's a lot more jokes, there's a lot more real humanity to Cobra Kai than Karate Kid. Not because Karate Kid doesn't have humanity, but because Cobra Kai is longer and there's more time, and you have the music, you have like a lot of jokes, you have a lot of modern stuff. There's more to it. So I feel like this musical, even if it ends up sucking, it will not ruin the Karate Kid. And I really do not think it will suck, because especially if you have the original writer writing the screenplay, they've been working on it for about 2 years, and you have these guys who really seem like they care about it, and they're taking their time with it. And I love musicals, and I feel like this will only be like, it's not like it's a sequel where like we have all these expectations. They're telling the Karate Kid story. It's the same story with songs, and like we're seeing it live and in a different way. It's gonna be fun. Like, it's not gonna be bad, but I'm just saying, if it's bad, it's not gonna ruin anything. But I'm super excited. So let me know down below in the comments, are you excited for this? I am so hyped, But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video of the Cobra Kai Kid, make sure to hit that subscribe button, then chop that like button, then chop that notification bell so you never miss a video. Hit that share button. Are those all the buttons? Comment, I already said that. And until next time, remember, Cobra Kai never dies.